सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Page 62. Sukham nityam svaprakasham vyapakam namarupayoh adhishthānam buddhyabodhyam buddhyedrugyattu nirmalam aparam sarvavedanta vedyam pratyak param mahah tadevaham namastonyate iti me nischidamatihi. Page 62, first paragraph, last 3 lines. Read 5 lines. Kintu onwards. Kintu samanya vishesha bhavavaniva avidyaya atmanah vibhavyamanatvat eva ajnana bodhartham सामान्य विशेष व्यवहारः कल्प्यते. इत्थं सत्तारूप सामान्य स्वरूपेण विदिते नित्य शुद्ध बुद्ध मुक्त अखंड चिदानंद अद्वितीय ब्रह्मात्मना च अविदिते आत्मनि बन्धाध्यासः सम्भवत्येव आध्यासिकस्य च बन्धस्य ज्ञानान्निवृत्तिरपि युज्यते एव अतः एव ग्रन्थस्य प्रयोजनमपि सम्भवत्येव. Nischaladasa answering to the Purvapakshi who is objecting the adhyasa is not possible in the individual mind. Therefore, attaining jnanam, for that attainment of jnanam, studying Vedānta is not required. Adhyasa is not at all possible. Where is the question of adhyasa removal? Adhyasa removal is possible only by ajnana nivritti. So ajnana nivritti eva samsara nivrittihi. That is Vedantin's contention. So samsara nivritti is possible by ajnana nivritti. Ajnana nivritti dvara adhyasa nivritti. Adhyasa nivritti dvara moksha praptihi, Vedantin says. Purvapakshi says there is no question of adhyasa at all. Where is the question of nivritti? For that only Nischaladasa is establishing Adhyasa is possible. The removal of Adhyasa is required for Samsara Nivritti. Therefore, for the removal of Samsara, one has to gain Jnanam. That Jnanam is possible by studying my Vicharasagara text. So this is Anubandha Chatushtayam only we are seeing. The Prayojanam Asti. There is a Prayojanam. Samanya Amsha, Vishesha Amsha. We are talking in the previous class. Atma Nirvisheshaha. Where is the question of Vishesha Amsha Atma Ajnanam? We said there is a, even though Atma originally Nirvishesham, as though there are Samanya Satta, Vishesha Satta, like that we present for the teaching purpose. Kalpyate. Vedānta Siddhantaha Kalpyate Atma Nirvisheshaha Ityadi. Even though Vedanta is saying Nirvisheshaha, we are temporarily accepting Atma as Savisheshaha, as it were, for teaching purpose he is mentioning. Kintu up to Tadha Abhyupagamyate we saw in the last class. If Atma is originally Savishesham, Atma is Nirvishesham, attributeless, Vedanta Vakya will be refuted, redundant, Badhyeta eva. Therefore, Parantu Naiva Tadha Abhyupagamyate. We accept Atma as Nirvishesham only, attributeless only, Nirgunam only. But as though Atma Vishesha Amsha Jnanam is not there for Ajnani, so Vishesha Amsha, Samanya Amsha means Idam Amsha is Samanya Amsha. What is that particular thing is called Vishesha Amsha. Just like in example, we see there is, we know, but there is rope, we do not know. That rope Amsha is Vishesha Amsha. In example, like that, I am, we know, I am, I know, but who I am, I do not know. That is called Vishesha Amsha. So that we have to give knowledge for this ignorant person. Kintu Samanya Vishesha Bhavavaniva. Even though Atma is, the individual originally is Nirvisheshaha only, Parantu, Kintu, even though Samanya, general, Vishesha, specific, Bhavavan, Iva, as though he is having Avidyaya, because a person is mistaking oneself as Dehavan, Punyavan, Papavan, Ahamasmi, he is taking. That is mistaking that Vishesha Amsha as the body-mind complex. Missing that Atma Amsha, taking the body-mind Amsha. I am is Satta Amsha. He knows that. நான் இருக்கேன்னு எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும். நான் சைத்தன்யமா இருக்கணுங்கிறத தெரியாது. நான் சைத்தன்யமான்னு தெரிகிறது தான் விசேஷ அம்சம். அந்த அஜ்ஞானம் இருக்கு இல்லையோ? So that ajnana is there for everyone. Samanya jnanam is there, Vishesha jnanam is not there. In that Vishesha jnanam, what he is taking? I am wife of so and so, husband of so and so. Actually that is not you. Your Vishesha Amsha is Chaitanyam, awareness. But no person says I am consciousness. I am here, I am consciousness, nobody is claiming. Everybody is claiming their local address. that alone is correct. Therefore, there is a Vishesha Amsha Ajnanam. That's why he says Vishesha Bhavavan Iva Samanya Vishesha Bhavavan Iva Avidyaya Atmanaha, because of one's own ignorance. Avidyaya Atmanaha means here reflexive pronoun. Because of one's own ignorance, Vibhavyamanatvadeva Agnajana Bodhartham. Since people are mistaking themselves as body-mind complex, in the place of consciousness, instead of claiming themselves as consciousness, Atma Chaitanyam, they are claiming themselves as body-mind complex, ahankara, mamakara. Because of that, vibhavyamanatvad. Samanya amsha, vishesha amsha, there is, I am here. What type of I am? I am husband of so-and-so, wife of so-and-so. People are having it or not. Everybody is having. Vibhavyamanatvat Agnajana Bodhartham. Since they are ignorant people, for their teaching purpose, we have to come down to that level of that person. Even Samanya Vishesha Amsha, both are not separate. But people are thinking, who are you? I am Tamilian. Are you a Tamilian? I am a Brahmin. I am a Vaishya. I am a Shudra. I am a Kshatriya. I am this and that. He is adding many more attributes, which are all unreal. Bhavyamanatvad, vibhavyamanatvad eva Agnajana Bodhartham. For the sake of the teaching for ignorant people. Bodhartha means for the sake of teaching. For whom? For ignorant people. Agnajana Samanya Vishesha Vyavaharaha. Shastra comes down taking these two amsha. My dear, you are not Manobuddhyahankara Chittani Naham. You have to say, no? Vyavaharaha kalpyate, as though Samanyamsha, Visheshamsha. You are mistaking the Vishesha Amsha. You replace that mistake and replace Vishesha Amsha by right Atma Amsha, Chaitanya Amsha. You have to understand. You have to tell them. So because the mistake is only in that person. So replace the snake by rope. Where you are seeing snake, it is nothing but rope. So you have mistaken the rope as snake. So you have to replace the snake by rope. You have to replace the husbandhood by Chaitanyam Brahma. You have to replace your wifehood by Chaitanyam Brahma Aham. You have to replace your employerhood by Chaitanyam Brahma. You have to supply all your roles. You have to replace all your roles by Chaitanyam Brahma Aham. Role is my Vesham. But we are taking roles as real. Rolling in the roles. We are all rolling in the roles. As though they are only real. And what Guru says, not real. How strong that is powerful. Why? As long as you don't put switch on, that snake appears. The Jnanam switch you have to switch on. Mahavakya switch. If you switch on, Aham Brahmasmi is very clear. Therefore, Vyavaharaha Kalpyate Itham. In this manner, Satta Rupa Samanya Swarupena Vidite. Satta Rupa Samanya. Samanya Amsha, general Amsha is Satta. Satta means what? Existence. Satta Rupa Samanya Swarupena Aham Asmi. This is called Satta. I am. Non-irrigant angrada Satta Rupa Samanya Swarupena. Vidite. Once I know that I am that Satta, I am that consciousness alone, Vidite Nitya Shuddha, I am eternal, Nitya Shuddha, pure consciousness, pure existence, I am. Buddha, I am consciousness. Mukta, ever free, because I am Paramārthika Satyam. Everything is Vyavaharika Satyam, nothing can touch me. That is called Mukta Swarupam. I am Akhanda, indivisible, Chidananda, Chaitanya Swarupam, Ananda Swarupam, Advitiya, secondless, non-dual, Brahma, infinite, Atma, the self, Brahmatmana. Brahman and I, the Atma self, both are one and the same. Brahmatmana. What do you mean by Brahma? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Satyam Jnanam, existence, consciousness. How I, the self, am, that amness and awareness. That Satyam Jnanam Atmana. Brahma Atmana. Cha Avidite Atmani Bandhadhyasaha. In this manner, who do not know, Avidite Atmani. For a person, Atmani means in that Jivatma, in whose mind this ignorance is there. What? I am Nitya Buddha Mukta Swarupaha, Chidananda Swarupaha, Akhandatma, Brahmatma. The person who do not know, for that person only, there is Bandhaha, Bandharupa Adhyasaha is there. Adhyasaha means superimposition. Wrong thinking, Bhranti is there in the form of Bandhaha, bondage. I am bound by Papa Karma, Sanchita Karma. I have Janana, Marana, Samsara, Chakra. This is called Bandhaha. That itself is called Adhyasa, superimposition. I am Marana Dharmavan, I have death. That is called superimposition. I have birth, superimposition. Vyadhi, superimposition. Old age, superimposition. This is called Bandhaha. This is called Adhyasa. Bandharupa Adhyasaha, Bandhadhyasa. Sambhavatyeva. It happens. You see the people, the family, and the people who are all talking, how much ignorance they are having. So powerful ignorance. Sambhavatyeva. So adhyasikasya cha bandhasya, this superimposition type of bondage. Bondage is nothing but superimposition. I am bound, notion. I am having birth, death, disease, old age is a notion. Why? Mistaken I, that is. Mistaken I is samsari, understood I is Brahman. Mistaken I am is samsari. Catching some sari is called samsari. Catching sari means what? Depending on one or other. Depending on each other people, it's called samsara. For security, for happiness. Therefore, that type of bandhaha, adhyasikasya cha bandhasya, jnanat nivrittirapi yujyate eva. That is possible removal of that adhyasa, which adhyasa is nothing but thinking I am bound, I am suffering, that type of misconception. Jnanat nivrittihi, atma jnanat, ham brahmasmi iti jnanat. By that knowledge alone, yujyate eva, it is proper, it is logical, it can happen to remove that ignorance by jnanam, knowledge. Jnanat, atma jnanat, aham brahma asmi iti jnanat, nivrittihi bhavati kim bandhadhyasaha. Nivrittihi bhavati eva, yujyate eva, it will happen. Ataha eva, therefore, because of this above said reason, granthasya prayojanampi sambhavatyeva. Therefore, there is a prayojanam, benefit of this Vicharasagara book which I am going to write. From third chapter, it starts, third taranga, main teaching. So, sambhavatyeva, that means student has to recognize I have self-ignorance. I have mistaken myself as a human being. I am human being with Atma inside is wrong notion. I am Atma with an incidental body is right understanding. I am Atma with incidental body mind complex is correct. That is called understanding. But when the student comes to the class, what type of thinking the student comes? I am a human being, I am female, or I am male, I am 50-year-old, I am 60-year-old. I have self inside, Atma inside. You have to reverse now. I am Atma. That's why Mandukya Upanishad Mahavakya is what? I am Atma. I am Atma English. I am Atma Sanskṛtam. This is Atma Brahma. Okay. With this 98th topic is over. Now Purva Pakshi is coming with another objection. What is that objection? You need not study Shastra for Ajnana Nivritti, for Jnana Prapti. You need not struggle for Moksha. I will tell you how to get Moksha without Jnana. That is possible only through karma. So, Aika Bhavika Vadi, Purva Mīmāṃsaka, one person comes and tells, Aika Bhavika Vadi means this Janma itself is lost. You can perform the karmas, certain karmas, you can destroy certain karmas, you can neutralize like that. I will give you one project. What project? Karmana eva mokshaha, jnanena na mokshaha. Where this Purva Pakshi we saw from 73rd topic onwards up to 81st, Purva Pakshi already mentioned. We saw there. You go home and see that what Purva Pakshi said, but Acharya knows that we have already forgotten. Therefore, Nischala naturally, regularly, what is his duty? Let me summarize that you need not go back. Our children, you need not go back page. Myself summarize that what Purva Pakshi said, what I have introduced there, that karmana eva mokshaha, he is going to refute after summarizing. This 99th paragraph is fully summary of Purva Pakshi's karmana eva mokshaha. Summary of Purva Pakshi. How he is going to explain moksha prapti through performance of karma. That is the summary. From 100th Karika onwards, author gives that answer for that. Karmana na mokshaha. That answer comes later. Now let us read that heading. Karmana mokshaha na siddhyati. This is heading. Karmana mokshaha, you said there, 73 to 81. Karmana mokshaha. Acharya says, Nischala says, na siddhyati. It is not possible. Then how is it possible? I will tell you later. First, karmana, it is not possible. Listen. See, in many places, this is one of the most important topic in Vedānta. In Bhagavadgītā Bhashyam, in Brahma Sutra also we saw. Here, Vicharasagara also we are seeing. So this is one of the most important topic in Advaita Vedanta. So karmana mokshaha na siddhyati. Through karma, moksha is not possible. How is it is not possible? That I will tell you. Now 99th topic, Purvapaksha Sangraha, we will read. Purvapaksha Sangraha Mumukshuna Nishiddhani Kamyani Cha Varchayitva Nitya Naimittikani Karmani Prayaschitta Rupani Cha Karmanyavasya Manušteyani Nishiddha Karma Bhavat Nahina Loka Praptihi Kamya Karma Bhavat Na Apyuttama Loka Praptihi Nitya Naimittika Karma Ananushthanat Ananusthana Janyam Pratyavaya Rupa Papam Tadanushthanena Naivotpadyate Iha Janmani Janmantareva Praganushtitani Papani Sarvanyapi Sadharana Asadharana Prayaschittabhyam Nishesham Vinashyanti Nitya Naimittika Karmanusthana Nitya Naimittika Karmanusthana Jam Kleshairapi Sanchitani Nishiddha Karmani Vinashyanti Sanchita Kamya Karmanyapi Mumukshoho Idanim Tat Phalechhayaha Nivrittatvat Swaphalam na prayachanti Tasmat mumukshoho Anayasena Vinaiva jnanam Janma bhava rupa mokshaha Siddhyatiti Moksha means Janma Abhavaha. That every one of us accept. Janma Abhava Rupa Moksha is possible. How is it possible? By this manner, in this manner. So you have to remember all those names: Sanchita Karma, Prarabdha Karma, Prayasitta Karma. Now all these we have to remember. Anyhow, this portion we saw already, so that it is like a revision for you. Purvapaksha Sangraha. Sangraha means summary. Of whom? Purvapaksha. Where is that Purvapaksha? You have to remember 73 to 81. What I have already mentioned. What he said there. Mumukshuna nishiddhani kamyani cha varjayitva. Now he is talking about karma for those mumukshus, not for other people. Mumukshuna means the one who is desirous of moksha. Mumukshuna, what he has to do? He has to do nishiddhani kamyani cha varjayitva. If he want to attain moksha, first the seeker of moksha has to drop varjayitva. What he has to drop? Nishiddha karmani, kamya karmani cha. Prohibited actions first stop. Are you a mumukshu? Yes. Then what you have to do? Stop all those prohibited actions said by Shastra. Don't do this, Shastra prohibited. Nishiddha karmas are these, you should not do. Stop those karmas. How you will get papa? You won't get further papa. Nishiddhani. Nishiddhani, to avoid papa. If you avoid nishiddha karma, you avoid future papa. So nishiddha karma leads to papam, gives papam. Therefore you can avoid papam by avoiding nishiddha karma. So now how to avoid punyam? Kamyani cha varjayitva. So kamya karma, nitya naimittika karma, certain karmas you do prescribed by Shastra. Kamya karma. So kamya karma means with the desire to get some phalam. Kamya karma. In Brahma Sutra also we saw. So kamya karma is that you perform with sankalpa. Rituals you perform. Those karmas give punyam. Punyam is there also, you will get janma, next janma. So if you want to avoid next janma, drop kamya karma. Drop kamya karma means those actions with some sankalpa. I want to get this phalam. I want to get this phalam, that phalam. To get that phalam, you have to take another birth. Therefore, I don't want any phalam. If you don't have that desire, there is no necessity of next body. Isn't it? If you ask, if you have any desire, you do some ritual. To fulfill that desire, you have to take another body. Suppose you don't have any desire, you are doing actions without any desire, suppose, what will happen? There is nothing to fulfill, there is no necessity of body. You are avoiding the body now, next body. So that way you can avoid punarjanma. Nishiddha karma varjayitva papa nivritti. Kamya karma varjayitva punya nivritti. So punya papa balance is nil, which is the cause for next janma. So next janma ki balance is nil. So you are free from rebirth. So nitya naimittikani karmani prayaschitta rupani cha karmani avashya manushteyani. So nitya naimittika karma you have to perform. What you have to avoid? Kamya karma and Nishiddha karma. But what you have to perform? Nitya Naimittika karma. Nitya Naimittika karma means all those what are all given by Shastra, Sandhya Vandanam, Upasanam, all other that Upaniṣads, all that Shraddha Tarpana karma, all Nitya Naimittikani karmani and Prayaschitta Rupani cha Parihara karma. Prayaschitta Rupa means that papam, by omission, suppose anything comes, papam, you have to do some prayaschitta. So prayaschitta karma you have to perform. Karmani anushteyani. Parihara karmas. Anushteyani. Nishiddha karma abhavad na hina loka praptihi. Because you have dropped Nishiddha karma, prohibited actions, you won't get any hina janma. Adho loka janma you will not get. Because you have not done any Nishiddha karma. The first line, as I said, if you drop, you are free from what? Hina janma. So janma is not there. Kamya karma abhavad. As I said, prescribed, my prescription if you follow. What is my prescription? Who says Purvapakshi? My prescription, Kamya Karma Varjayitya, I said. If you drop, you follow my prescription, Kamya Karma Abhavad, Punya Loka Praptihi. Punya Loka means going to higher lokas, Punya Shariram getting again, Punya Loka Praptihi. Punya and Swarga both are avoided. Kamya karma abhavat. Since you have dropped that kamya karma, desirable actions with sankalpa, punya loka praptihi. Na uttama loka praptihi. Here uttama loka means uttama janma, deva janma you can avoid. By Kamya karma means Swarga loka sake this person does Jyotishtoma Yaga. Why you are doing Jyotishtoma Yaga? I want to go to Swarga, therefore I am doing Kamya karma. So Swarga Prapti means what? Higher Janma. Again after going there, Indra, Varuna, Yama, post you will get. That is also birth only. So higher Uttama Loka Praptihi. Therefore by avoiding Kamya karma you are avoiding next higher Janma. Then what? Nitya Naimitya karma ananusthana janya pratyavaya rupa papam tad anushthanena naiva utpadyate. So here Nitya Naimitya karma if you perform, Nitya Naimittika karma, if you don't perform, you get pratyavaya papam. Akarane pratyavaya. By non-performance of Sandhya Vandanam Shraddha Tarpanadi karma, Pandavendiya karma, Nitya Naimittika karmas, compulsory duty rituals and occasional rituals. Nitya Naimittika karma ananusthana, by non-performance, janya, that which is born. What is born? Pratyavaya rupa papam, a papam which is born out of omission. Ananusthana means omission, by not doing. If you don't do Nitya Naimittika karma, you will get pratyavaya papam. Omission papam is called pratyavaya papam. A pandla pandla sare vechugo konjam papam enna papam pratyavaya papam. Ananushthanat pratyavaya papam, pratyavaya rupa papam. How to avoid that? Tad anushtanena. If you want to avoid pratyavaya rupa papam, perform Nityanaimitya karma anushtanena, tad anushtanena, nityanaimitya karma anushtanena, naiva utpadyate. Kim na utpadyate? Pratyavaya papam na utpadyate. Pratyavaya papam will not be created, will not born, will not rise by doing nityanaimitya karma. And சொல்றது கரெக்டாக இருக்கும் நமக்கு. ரொம்ப கிளியராக சொல்கிறாரு சுவாமினி. இதுதான் நல்லா இருக்குமே அது தோணும். யூ ஹாவ் டு கோ 99 to 100th karika to 106th karikas. Topics he is going to talk about how karma cannot give moksha, negation. So naiva utpadyate tad anushtanena, nitya naimittika karma anushtanena, unakku pratyavaya papame varade. Therefore iha janmani janmantareva, either in this janma or previous janma. Iha janmani va janmantareva, previous janma. Prag anushtitani papani. Suppose without your knowledge, if you have done any papam in this janma or in previous sanchita karma, if there are any papams are there, papani sarvanyapi, all of them, sadharana asadharana prayaschitabhyam nisyesham vinashyanti. See, what about my sanchita papam, previous janma sanchita papam, and until today, until I become a tīvra mumukshu, I was doing a lot of papam. What will happen to that papam? Please tell me. He is telling that papani sarvani api, all of them can go away by sadharana samanya prayaschitam, asadharana prayaschitabhyam. If you do prayaschitta karma, sadharana prayaschitta, asadharana prayaschitta. Then sadharana prayaschitta means nothing. You can take Ganga bath. You can take Ganga bath, it is sadharana prayaschitta. Ganga snanam, etc. Because of that, asadharana means vishesha prayaschitam, gaya shrartham, that is vishesha prayaschitam. Going to Rameshwaram and doing that Pinda Pradhanam, Gaya, Rameshwaram, all those places, this is called asadharana prayaschitam. So Nama Japa and Ganga Snanam come under sadharana prayaschitam. That's why in Kumbh Mela time people go and stay for many months and they do lot of vratam, japa, etc. to wash off all papams. They perform. There are a lot of rituals. If you go to Gaya, you know how many people, queue, big queue. All the Shraddha Tarpana karmas they perform. Sadharana, asadharana, prayaschitabhyam. To remove what? The prayaschitam for avoidance of that nitya naimittika karma. Pratyavaya papam you have to remove. Iha janmaniva janmantareva praganushtita papani. That you have done papa karma previously, to stop them, they will not come and disturb you. That papam, what you have done previously, by doing this nama japa, sadharana karma, ganga snana. If you do that, they will not come and disturb you. Asadharana karma, shraddha, gaya shraddham, etc. If you do, asadharana prayaschitam, if you do, they will not come and disturb you. What are those karmas? Papa karmas, previous papa karmas. Because we are mumukshu now, the old balance you have to make it nil. Mumukshu, we are not Vedantic student, mumukshu. Okay? Before going to the class, he stops there. If anybody is coming to the class pohadungo. Come, I will tell you what rituals you have to do. In the class is only for Jnanam. So Jnanam is not required. I will tell you how karma to do. So you want only Janma Rahityam. That is only moksha. I will tell you Janma Rahityam is possible. This manner. Prayaschitta nishesham vinasyanti. Totally, by this prayaschitta karma, all sanchita papam will be washed off. Nishyanti, vinashyanti. Nishesham vinashyanti. Kim vinashyanti? Papam vinashyanti. What papam? Sanchita papam. Sanchita papa vinashaka lingam. Tat pranamami sada shiva lingam. So sanchita papam will go away. Nishesham papam. You have to supply. Then nitya naimittika karma anusthanaja kleshairapi sanchitani nishiddha karmani vinashyanti. Nitya naimittika karma, suppose you are doing, what comes nitya naimittika karma? According to this Mīmāṃsaka, Purapakshi, nitya naimittika karma will not give any phalam, but you have to perform. Why? Shastra prescribes no phalam. What we say, prayojanam anuddishya na mandopi pravartate. Without any prayojanam, who will perform all rituals? Nitya karma, naimitya karma. Nitya karma you perform, Shastra says. Naimitya karma, perform. What phalam? Don't ask. Every day you do Gayatri, what phalam? Don't ask. No phalam. According to Mīmāṃsā, no phalam. Any nitya naimitya karma, phalame kadiyadu. Then what for na? You have to do them, he says, nitya naimittika anushthānena anushthānaja klesham. By performing nitya naimitya karma, yajnopavitam and the upakarma, when they are doing lot of strain from morning to afternoon, they should not eat anything. They have to do lot of things, rituals there. Afterwards, only some time, few hours later only they have to eat. Stomach burning inside, all karma, klesha. Why? Anusthanaja klesha. By performing nitya karma, some pain is there, ayasa is there. Naimitya karma performance, some pain, ayasa is there. Kleshairapi sanchitani nishiddha karmani vinashyanti. What is the phalamana? Your papam will go away. Inakku new prayojanam venu. New phalam venda. By this custom, pain of that nitya naimitya karma performance, that pain itself removes your sanchita papam. Sanchita nishiddha karmani vinishyanti. All sanchita karmas, nishiddha karma, papam will go away by the performance of nitya naimittika karma pain. And the pain enna pogutanna karma, nishiddha karma, sanchita karma, which will destroy. Nitya naimittika karma, pain removes sanchita papam. Sanchita kamya karmani api mumukshoho idanim tat phalechaya nivrittatvad. Sanchita kamya karma. Kamya karmani api. Suppose in sanchita there is some punya karma, papam will go away. What about punya? Punya also will go away. Papa how will go away? By pain. What pain? By nitya naimittika karma anusthana dwara pain. Shraddha karma time, how much ayasam, how much strain is there. That pain removes your sanchita papam. Punya eppadi pona? Because you drop kamya karma. Kamya karma you drop, sanchita kamya karmani api. That sanchita punyam you are having previous. Sanchita punyam, iha janmani va. Sanchita punyam is there. Iha janmani means what? Until you become a tīvra mumukshu, whatever you have done all comes under sanchitam only. mumukshoho, because you are a mumukshu, idanim, now, tat phalechaya nivrittatvat. Now, you don't have ichha because you became a mumukshu. Previously, you did with sankalpa. Kamya karma you did. But now you don't want that phala. That's why nivrittatvad. That phala ichha nivrittatvad. Now you want to go to Swarga? No. I have done what? Jyotishtoma yaga. With that sankalpa I did now. I did that time. When in previous janma. Or in this janma before coming to this desire of moksha. Before they rise of this desire for moksha, I was doing some kamya karma. In previous janma I have done some kamya karma. Now I don't want that phalam. Isn't it? Now if you don't want that phalam, that's what he says. Nivrittat phalechyaha nivrittatvat. Since you have dropped that phalam now, even though you have done, if you don't want phalam, they won't come. What should? Next janma, higher janma, kadiyadu. Na prayachanti. So, nitya nivrittatvat, tat swaphalam means that punya karma phalam. That punya phalam, na prayachanti. That jyotishtoma yaga, that punya karmas, whatever you have done, kame karmas, they don't give phalam. And because you don't want. When you are not desirous of, how they come and give? So you have dropped. Tasmat. Therefore, mumukshoho, for the desire of moksha, anayasena, onnume panna venda, ni class ke po venda. 10 வருஷம் 20 வருஷம் எல்லாம் படிச்சுட்டே இருப்பா, அந்த சுவாமினி அம்மா டீச் பண்ணிட்டே இருப்பா. என்ன வேஸ்ட். anayasena, without any ayasa, vina eva jnanam, without any knowledge. Janma abhava rupa moksha. Moksha, that which is free from rebirth, is siddhyati iti, possible. Enna parumu. Evlo moola. That's what we are seeing now in Naishkarmya Siddhi also. Elaborately discuss. Now, what? Siddhanti has to come to refute Purvapakshi. These are all known topics only. But again and again we have to drill. It's very, very important. Now, he is going to refute. 100th topic. Nitya naimittikabhyam swarga phalam syadeva vina jnanam karmanaiva mokshaha iti etat na yujyate nitya naimitya karmanamapi phalavashyam bhavini phalavashyam bhavaniyamasya tatra tatra bhashyeshu yuktya pramanena cha samyak nirupitatvat ataha nitya naimittika karmabhihi prapyate eva uttamalokaha phalam natu janma bhavaha siddhyati abhavyaha siddhyati nitya naimittika karmanam phalanapyupagame tadbodhaka vedaha निष्फलो भवेत् यदि नित्यनैमित्तिक कर्म अननुष्ठानात् नित्यनैमित्तिक कर्म अनुष्ठाना पापं जायेत तदा तदनुष्ठानात् पापानुत्पत्तिः तत्फलत्वेन इष्येत Close the video. Babu. नित्यनैमित्तिकाभ्याम नित्य कर्म नैमित्tika, both of them you are telling they are not giving phalam, they cannot give phalam. I say swarga phalam bhavati eva, they give swarga phalam syadeva. So without phalam, how a karma is prescribed by Shastra? Nitya karma, naimittika karma, they are bound to give swarga phalam. Purvapakshi said, Nitya naimittika karma phala abhavaha, he said. But we don't accept that. Nitya karma, naimittika karma, they produce adrishtam. With that adrishtam, he goes to swarga, we saw in Brahma Sutra. So adrishtam takes him to swarga. Vina jnanam karmana eva moksha, within inverted commas. These are the Purvapakshi's words. Vina jnanam, without knowledge. Karmana eva, by karma alone, moksha, what you are talking. Iti etat na yujyate, that is not proper. Nischala says, that is not proper, wo Purvapakshi. Why? Nitya naimitya karmanamapi phala avashyam bhavini bhava niyamasya. There is a niyama, there is a rule. What? Nitya naimitya karma also must give phalam. Nitya naimitya karmanamapi, even nitya naimitya karma also phalam avashyam bhava niyamaha. Phalam, benefit or result, compulsory result is there. Where it is said, tatra tatra, there and there, bhashyeshu, in Shankaracharya bhashyam, yuktya, by logic, pramanena, that Gita, Bhagavadgītā, 18th chapter, Yajnadana tapah karma natyajyam karyameva tat. So those that bhashyam, he mentioned samyak nirupitatvad. There karma gives what? Yajnadana tapah karma natyajyam karyameva tat. Yajno danam tapaschaiva pavanani manishina. Pavanani, they will purify the person. They give jnana yogyata. Therefore one has to do. Phalam is coming, chitta shuddhi coming or not. If you are a kamya karmi, you get swarga. If you are doing nitya naimitya karma without any desire, you will get chitta shuddhi, jnana yogyata, sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. Who will do without phalam? Only for ayasa people do phalam. Ayasa also removes. How ayasa can remove sanchita papam? Klesha of naimitya karma, how it can remove? Natu samyak nirupitatvat. They are properly explained in Prasthanatrayam, 18th chapter Bhagavadgītā. Ataha, therefore, nitya naimitya karma bhihi, by performance of nitya naimitya karma, prapyeta eva uttama lokaha phalam. Uttama loka phalam means so again uttama janma you will definitely get. Natu janma bhavaha siddhyati. Don't say that janma bhavaha, no birth at all by nitya naimittika performance. Janma bhavati eva. Nitya naimittika karmanam phala anabhyupadame. Suppose you say there is no phalam for nitya naimittika karma abhyupadame, tad bodhaka vedaha nishphalo bhavet. Veda becomes nishphalam, useless, redundant. Why? Veda tells nitya naimitya karma gives phalam, punya phalam by performance. If you are doing kamya karma, you get swarga phalam. If you are not doing with any sankalpa, you will get chitta shuddhi, nishkamataya if you do. Therefore, phalam is said by Shastra, otherwise Shastra becomes redundant. More in the next class. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.